analysis for today. Basically looking for trade setups today, and yeah, I don't think we're going to get any again. So basically what's happened at the moment is we've had some information come, well, not information, but the Chinese blue chip shares have hit an all-time, 5-year all-time high. So everything is rosy at the moment around the world, and as a result, most of the futures markets are up. DAX futures at the moment is up 1.6%. So that puts us at 12,592. So I'm just going to just find where that is. 12,6. Let's make sure I've got the right value here. Sorry, not 12,592, 12,781. I thought that was wrong. 12,777, 12,781. Okay, so that's pretty much prices up here at the moment. I just want to put the second level in there. So you can see the resistance coming up here at 12,900. Okay, so if we start drilling down, so right now, futures is pretty much just below the previous high. There is a bit of a gap up here. Okay, so that is going to be a magnet. But what happens after that, I think, is what we need to pay attention to, because at this stage, this move here, which was looking like a bit of a break to the downside, possibly coming off, has not materialized. Okay, so we're sitting up here. We're sitting at around 12,780, a little bit down. So this is the area that we're in at the moment. So that is roughly a 300-point gap up that we're anticipating right now. Okay, now the big question is this going to be an exhaustion gap? So the question we have to ask ourselves, do you know, those of you that follow me know I do not like listening to the noise, but this is something that we do need to ask ourselves. And, you know, China blue chip shares hitting all-time high, 5-year all-time high. Okay, the Nasdaq's already hit an all-time high. The DAX, S&P, and Dow Jones, basically the three that I trade most often, are they also going to hit an all-time high? Or is this now exhaustion? So is it the norm across the world or not? And we know it's not the norm. We know that the fundamentals in the rest of the world are definitely don't warrant shares hitting all-time highs. But, you know, is this what's a sign to come as what's going to happen? So at the moment the trend is up, we should be looking to buy, definitely not looking to buy up in this area here, 12,600 or 12,900. I'm definitely not looking to buy anywhere in that area up there. I'm looking to buy lower down. So a retest down to the bottom here. So the first retest area would be around 12,644 or gap close. That would interest me. And there is a little bit of congestion around here, which is 12,700. So anywhere back into that area, so back to 12,644, 12,700, that would interest me in buying. I am a little bit wary because this could very well be some kind of an exhaustion gap as well, and that is extremely possible. But yeah, we've got to trade with the trend, and the trend is definitely to the upside. So for the DAX at the moment, you know, gapping up in this area doesn't leave me with much option. I'm not shorting up there. It's pointless trying to short up there because it could still push up another 100, 200 points quite easily. In the same breath, it could also fall 100 or 200 points quite easily. So it's 50-50 call. It's not a high probability trade. And I'm not prepared to take that risk. Okay, so I'm looking to go with the trend. I need price to come back down, or I need the price to form some form of consolidation and break out to the upside of that consolidation before I chase along. So at this stage, it's pretty much sitting quietly with money in my pocket and not doing anything on the DAX, and wait to see if there's a pullback onto structure before I get into it. Okay. The good news is that something is happening. So it doesn't matter, you know, the sideways notion that we've got. We've pretty strong gap up on a Monday morning. beginning of the week, pretty much early in the new month as well, new quarter. So, if markets are going to rally, these are the signs that we're looking at. Okay, which means we'll be able to get into a trend up to the next levels and beyond. If it kind of ends up being exhaustion gaps and exhaustion bars, then market can indicate that it's tired, and then we're going to have a fairly strong move to the downside. So that's a good part of this, is that something's happening. We're no longer going sideways. We aggressively breaking to the upside. So we have to wait and see whether the bulls have got this under control or not. And pointless trying to sort of put our own analysis together, or our own guesswork as to what the economy is and what should happen and what shouldn't happen. Just follow price. Price is up. We're looking for longs. Okay. So anyway, that's enough rambling. So for me, I'm waiting for a pullback onto structure, and the new closest structure is 12,640 or 12,700. So that's the area. So in between 12,640 and 12,700 is the area of the closest structure I'm waiting for. The second option, if we do get down to close a gap, I'd watch that. And even if we dig a little bit further down, definitely be watching that for another push up. Okay. If we don't do that and we get up to this area of 12,900 and we get through and we then roll over and come and test this area, that would be my area to get back in long. So I'd want to see structure formed up there and then a breakout of structure. That would give me long with a stop just below whatever structure's formed. Okay, so those are the two scenarios at the moment. I'm not looking at shorts, not yet. Okay, not until I get a confirmation of a trend change, which is not in play at the moment. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me on the DAX. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.